What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and I'm joined by Tyler. And today we are here to unveil our Pirates of the Caribbean 6 story after seeing Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales. Tyler had previously come up with a synopsis and a plot of Pirates 6 before we knew anything about the movie. We've now seen the fifth one, and we are here to kind of redo it and talk about what 6 will be. Tyler, take it over.
Okay, so same name, Pirates of the Caribbean Sea of Wrath. As you just watched, I redid the opening title sequence, to try to mimic how Dead Men Tell No Tales did it, which was different than how On Stranger Tides did it, which was different than how the other trilogy did it. So, and I think the way that Dead Men Tell No Tales did it is the way that they're going to continue to do it for a few more movies. Anyways, we're going to start off with the origin story. So all of this is all different, too, than the last time that we did this. So the origin. The Trident was hidden long ago, before the age of man, after the sea god Poseidon defeated almost all of the creatures and supernatural elements that haunted the sea that could destroy humanity once entering its waters. With the Trident acting as the heart of the sea and holding all of its powers due to Poseidon placing part of his life force into it in an effort to keep his seas safe. Releasing some of his life force weakened the sea god, causing him to enter a deep sleep that would last for centuries. Now the Trident has been broken, and Poseidon will soon awaken and learn of the dark world that has emerged. So that's the origin, and now on to the story reveal. Here's the synopsis, and now I'll go into it more in depth. The final adventure sets sail. With the Trident destroyed and the powers of the sea released, not all is as it seems. A now dying sea is haunting Will Turner, who has abandoned his duties of the Dutchman through worsening nightmares. Henry and Karina seek to restore the Trident, to release Will of the nightmares, and to restore balance to the sea. Captain Jack Sparrow joins in an effort to keep his newfound freedom with the Pearl, and must reunite with the Pirate Lords to create a new Trident, and will need the help of the Pirate Lords of past to take arms against the vengeful sea god Poseidon. So that's the synopsis. Now, to expand on the synopsis, although I'm going to kind of repeat a little bit, but it's going to be a little more in-depth. Because, as I said in the origin, so the Trident is essentially the heart of the sea. Poseidon made it that way, basically. Like, it was his weapon, but after defeating all the creatures and all of that stuff, he placed some of his power, or his life force, into the Trident. Now that is why in Dead Men Tell No Tales, that's why when Henry says that the Trident contains all of the powers of the sea, not just curses, but all of the powers of the sea, it doesn't make sense for the Trident to be more powerful than Poseidon. Obviously Poseidon would, if he wields the Trident, and Poseidon would come first, you would have to reasonably assume that Poseidon truly is the one who holds all the powers of the sea. So he places his life force and power into the Trident, thus making it the heart of the sea and placing it in that sacred place. And now that it's been destroyed, it slowly led to chaos and storms sweeping across the seas. So the seas are now extremely dangerous. And as I said, Will Turner is being haunted by the sea for abandoning his duties as the captain of the Dutchman. Whether or not his curse has been lifted doesn't matter. He still has a job to do. And, you know, people who die at sea, they still have to be ferried across to the other side. He's no longer doing that. That's a problem. With Henry and Karina's combined knowledge of horology, time, and myth and legend, they look to the witch Shansha to help them restore the destroyed Trident using a fragment taken after the defeat of Salazar. The Trident is only half restored, causing a rapid startup of curses and chaos throughout the sea. So after their effort has failed, they must find Jack to help them reunite the Pirate Lords to create a new Trident using the piece that was partially restored. Shansha is able to change the rules of the captain of the Flying Dutchman using this new Trident, so he can retrieve those who have already been brought to the other side. Will retrieves all the sea's Pirate Lords, including Captain Barbossa, in preparation for a battle against the vengeful Poseidon, who's not only been greatly weakened by the release of some of his life force, but who is also deeply disappointed in the actions of humanity, especially those considered pirates, due to gaining knowledge from his sea, which is essentially him, and telling him all the things that pirates have done. And a lot of the highlights happen to be the events that have taken place throughout the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. So that is the main story for my Pirates of the Caribbean Sea of Wrath. I don't really know how I want to. I have a few ideas on how I want to end the movie. I'm going to leave that up actually to you guys on whatever you guys choose to end it. And you can leave your thoughts for an ending in the comment sections. I'd gladly reply. One of my thoughts that I've been tossing around, I'll give you the two main ones that I have. I'll give you the nice ending and the, it's kind of nice but kind of sad. One of the endings that I've been thinking about is that so when Shansha changes the rules for this new Trident created by the Brother in Court, he makes a deal with Shansha so that she not only makes it so Will can retrieve those who have already been moved on, but also allows him to be able to come to land whenever he wants. He still has to do his duties, but he's allowed to come onto land whenever he wants, and he's also allowed to have loved ones on the ship without any repercussion. So that was a deal that Jack makes with the witch Shansha, which I do like that. And also what I was going to do is make it so at the end, and obviously Elizabeth is a pirate lord, so she would be one of the pirate lords that helps create this new Trident. And she'd also be a pirate lord to take on Poseidon also. Not to go back a lot, but the final battle would be Jack, Henry, Karina, and then it would be the Flying Dutchman with Will. It would be Elizabeth because she's a pirate lord. All of the current pirate lords, along with all of the deceased pirate lords, and then any pirate who chooses to fight to survive, basically. So there would be a lot of pirates and a lot of ships and a lot of cool new people that we've never seen before. That's kind of the point, though, because we've only heard about the Brother in Court, the older Brother in Court, and we heard about the older pirate lords, but we've never actually seen them. That would be our way to see these older generation pirate lords, they'd have different type of ships. They'd fight a little different. It would be really cool. They'd probably bicker with the living pirate lords. So maybe one's like a grandfather. So it would be kind of a funny thing too. But it would be really cool. But anyway, so Elizabeth, one thing that I was tossing around, so even though the rules have changed, I think that Elizabeth, because Will would have to do his job, he'd have to continue to do his job, and he wouldn't be away forever, but he would have to keep leaving. And I think that Elizabeth would choose to go with Will in Beyond the Dutchman and leave with him. So she doesn't die, but essentially she would be gone for a decent amount of time with Will. And again, they can come back, but I don't know how long the travels may be. I don't know. I mean, we don't know because it's never really been established. I doubt that when Will has to bring, people to the other side, it's not within a couple seconds. So there's probably a decent amount of time in there. So it would be kind of sad for Henry to see kind of both his parents go, but they'd always be able to come back and see them and stuff. So it's still a decently happy ending, especially for Will and Elizabeth, because I just don't think that she'd want to leave his side after only having him back for a month or 2-3 months. So that's one thing I was thinking. But then another one that I was thinking was, well, what if, now, because he almost did it at World's End, what if Jack decided to become the captain of the Flying Dutchman to relieve Will of his duties so that way he could stay with his family? And he almost did it in That World's End, but then Will, obviously he gets stabbed, he's about to die, and Jack was going to stab the heart so that he would become the captain of the Flying Dutchman. But then seeing what happened with Will, he made Will stab the heart in order to save him basically for Elizabeth and for his friend, which is Will. But part of me thinks that because Jack does love the sea and he would love living forever, because he's mentioned it a couple of times. I think that it's a sacrifice that he would actually do, and it would be a nice thing for him to do. I just don't, for some reason, I can't commit to that being the ending, because it would be the last Pirates of the Caribbean with Jack Sparrow. That's how I wrote this, basically. Like, it's the final Pirates of the Caribbean for Jack Sparrow. Anything after this would be a Pirates of the Caribbean spinoff. And the main character would be Henry and Karina. I don't have an official ending to this. You guys, if you come up with anything, go right ahead, leave it in the comment section. I'm interested to see on any ideas that anybody has. But yeah, so that's my Pirates of the Caribbean Sea of Wrath. Not an official title, not yet at least, by Disney. If the directors, writers, Jerry Bruckheimer, Johnny Depp, anybody, if any of you are watching, leave a comment, like the video, subscribe, and contact me directly immediately. And you could use all of this with my consent.
Paid consent.
Well, we'll talk about it.
So we hope you guys like this video. As always, we hope you like all of our videos. Like Tyler said, write in the comments below what you think the ending will be. In addition to what we've been doing and what we will be doing, this video is a video if you want to win Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales. You have to comment, just any comment on this video and the giveaway video, and you're entered for a chance to win the giveaway. If you tweet this video at any of the significant figures of Disney or Jerry Bruckheimer himself or the director, Espen does not have a Twitter, but the other director does, so you can tweet it to one of the directors. Brendan Thwaites does have a Twitter as well. So if you tweet this to any of them, any higher up, just saying like, hey, this channel did this, you'll have another entry to win the giveaway. So if you want to do that, if you really want the Blu-ray copy, you can definitely do that. Have more than one entry, have a higher odd to win the giveaway. Make sure you come back tomorrow because Tyler and I will be having a discussion on Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales. The entire movie, we're going to talk about basically anything we want, go over some of the things we skipped over a little bit by accident really in the review, and we're always looking for your comments as to what you want us to talk about in that video, so if you want that, let us know. And we'll also be looking for you to comment specific things in that video, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. So thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe and like this video, and we'll see you for tomorrow's discussion.